Hello, all of you awesome AI creators out there. For all of you who don't know what IZSIT is, we are the first AI film series, music video, game show, every single kind of content that you want, streaming platform on all the app stores across the entire world. So if you want to download our app, check it out. We're on iOS, we're on Android, we're on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, Android TV. So mobile, tablet, TV, download the app and check us out. We got some really exciting news for you. We have been accepted into a startup accelerator program. We are currently going through the legal documents, so we cannot share too much details with you until that document is signed. However, what we can tell you is that brings us one step closer to raising our seed fund, which we expect to close somewhere around July or something like that. Another thing that means is that we will be able to directly invest into you creators. We're fighting for this, right? Nothing is 100% sure, but we're trying to raise $1 million fund, which we can invest directly into you creators, right? This is a very, very important step, that we believe is very, very important for you AI creators to help support you on your journey. And we are trying to get the investors to back us on that, right? So yes, of course, we need to raise funding. We want to put 1 million into directly into you creators, but we also have other expenses. Once we have you creators on the platform, we then also need to market all of that content, right? So that's going to cost additional money. So we also raising capital for that. And not only that, we of course have a team and we have a technology that's already on all the app stores, and we need to support that infrastructure. So, nothing that I am saying is 100% certain. Again, we are still negotiating with the accelerator program. We haven't raised our seed funding yet, but things are looking up for us. We're already going through legal process. After the accelerator program, we are pretty confident we'll raise our seed round. And our story, our backgrounds, our stories, our whole mission is our vision is something that investors seem to be really, really interested by. So, none of this would be possible without any of you creators. You understand? We recognize that AI has basically opened up the doors to so many individuals to come into filmmaking, create films, and blow the lid right off of the creativity that can go into films today. So, this journey that we're on, this future that we're talking about is actually something that investors see huge potential in. And because of that, we think that there is a really, really high chance of being able to monetize your work through the IZSIT platform. So we are building as many monetization strategies for you creators as we can, because we realize what an important part of the IZSIT platform you all are. So we really need to incentivize you guys or put you guys in the position to be as creative as you possibly can, and to do that we feel like we need to support you. So IZSIT will be generating some revenues from advertising and subscriptions, which we have a 90% revenue sharing model with you creators. We want to keep it there. Depending on whether we can actually run a profit from only 10%, it's very costly for us to run, IZSIT? But if we can keep it at 90%, we will. If we have to change that percentage in the future, we'll let you know, But that's purely for content that you're creating, right? The other monetization strategy is we will invest in you, and then you will also still earn it will basically be like a franchise model. So you'll earn advertising and subscription model, licensing fees, any merchandising like games, video games, all that kind of stuff. That's sort of the kinds of projects that we want to invest in. They're kind of like franchises. And then there's also crowdfunding. So we are busy building crowdfunding and donation a way for audiences to crowdfund your projects and donate to you as creators directly. So we're building all of these functionalities on our IZSIT platform right now in the background, which we hope is going to support you on your journey and create the best possible content that has ever been made. All right. So we really believe that this is possible with the projections of how much AI video tools are improving. We think that film, soon an individual may be able to make a Game of Thrones or Star Wars level kind of movie or franchise, and it could be any one of you. Essentially, it doesn't have to be a massive studio somewhere like in Hollywood anymore, basically. So that's kind of the whole point. That's kind of the whole vision, the future that we're seeing, and that's kind of we're getting buy-in about that from investors, I think another thing that I've got some points here that I'm just quickly going over to make sure that I cover everything and communicate everything that I want with you. It's very important for us to function sort of differently to how the film industry currently operates. We want to be as open as possible and communicate as much as possible with our creators. Instead of making decisions and having conversations behind closed doors, we want you to come and talk to us. We want you to give us your feedback. So if you feel like anything that I've said today is actually not the right direction that we should be going in, then I'm all ears. I want to hear all of your feedback. I want to know exactly what you're thinking. Put that all together and then go in a direction together with you as the community and make that happen. The most important part is that, I want you to be incentivized. We want you to be incentivized, and we want to build the technology that will help you get your content in front of an audience. And the bigger the audience we can get your content in front of, obviously the more success we all have in this entire community. This is not possible one without the other. We got to work together if we want this to work. So having said that, we created our creative partnership agreement last year. We had about 20 creators coming back and forth with us, giving us some of their feedback. So we would love for you to go and check. I'll leave a link in the description where you can go and check out our current partnership agreement. This is with the revenue sharing, and I would like you to review that and come back to us with any feedback. And also, I would really like to understand, what are your expectations if we decide to invest in one of your projects? So we're thinking of having some sort of like equity sharing model where revenues get shared and everything. But we would love to understand what other kinds of support you need. Do you need other support? Do you just want financial support? Okay, what is the structure that you would prefer for that? And this is, something that I would really love to get your feedback on. It's going to help us to speak with our investors and raise that fund which we want to invest in you. And then of course we can use this also for a model for the crowdfunding. Donations is a bit of a separate thing, but of course the advertising and subscription, we'll have revenue sharing there. But if we're investing in your projects, it's not going to be 90%, of course. It's going to be whatever we agree on. So for all of you who want to get involved in this process of figuring out what the best structure is for us to invest in you, and what sort of percentages we should be talking about, we're all ears. We want to hear all of your feedback, and we want to work with you and come to an agreement that everybody is happy with. That's the key point of IZSIT, and that is our function, is to make sure that there are eyes on your work, and that we can support you to create the best work. Boom, baby, love it. So yeah, I think just to share with you some numbers, basically, we only just launched so I started the company on my own, an idea in my head in July or June, something like that. Just 2 weeks ago, we launched on all the app stores. we had a nice like over 100,000 views on the first day. That number is like cruising up to close to 200,000 now after 2 weeks. But we need to keep this momentum going. It's much lower than what we want. We obviously want like millions of viewers and active viewers coming back to the platform, because by doing that we can really get more monetization and stuff like that. So that's why we need the marketing budget and everything. So now we're at that stage where we position ourselves quite nicely with accelerator programs, with investors. We need that money for this growth, this business. Like we won't be able to do it without that investor capital. We need that capital, right, to grow this business and basically give you what you need. You need the platform, you need the marketing, and you need to be able to work on your stuff. I think I should mention, our investments aren't going to be huge. It's going to be like 5 to 25K per project. We'll start with the first project hopefully as soon as August. We will invest that money over a certain period of time, so we're not like unloading a cannon like from day one. It's going to be invested over time into maybe like between 50 and 100 creators, right? But for all the other creators who want to have their work on our platform, we're open. We're looking at working with like 1 million creators eventually in the next 5 years. That's sort of the numbers that we're seeing at the moment. And there's the revenue model, for that. But for the moment, for the first while, we'll be investing just 1 million. See this as like seed capital, because we'll also be doing the crowdfunding, which we can raise more money through. And then we will also probably invest even more money into the successful franchises that come out of our first like 1 million investments into you guys. So, it's just a start. This is all happening in the future. Nothing is 100% certain ever, but we are cruising in this direction. That's what's going on. That's who we are. We're leading in this space. We were the first ones to build the platform. We, don't let anything hold us back. We're kind of, we're not exactly perhaps leading on social media and stuff like that, but I think in terms of delivery of a platform and getting investors on board, and then supporting new creators, we're definitely far ahead on that front. So guys, everybody, we would love for you to join us on this journey. We need each other for this to become a success. Go and check out IZSIT. Go see what we got there. Recognize that it is early stage, and we've only been around for 8 months, 9 months or something like that. But already by the end of by July or August, we'll be raising our seed round. That's after a year that we since we incepted, or since we decided to go ahead with the idea. So things are moving, and things are moving very quickly. And that's the nature of the business that we are in, right? AI is changing. I think it's like every single week or 2 weeks there's new updates, and we're going with this momentum. You are moving with this momentum. Your work is getting better, and we as IZSIT are playing our role in this journey, and we're keeping up with this high pace environment. We don't want to get left behind. We want to push you forwards. So yeah, guys, please reach out to us. Give us any of your comments. We want to hear all of your feedback, negative and positive. Even the most negative stuff. Tell us what you think is wrong with what we're doing. That's what we want to know. What do you think we're doing wrong? Tell us that. We need that feedback. And yeah, I look forward to meeting more of you. Our creator portal is open, so if any of you want to submit your work, send us your portfolios. We'll take a look at it, and we'll send you a login if we like it. From this, we are, again, we haven't monetized anything yet. We're still very, very small. But as we get rolling, we're going to turn on monetization, hopefully in the next couple of months, right? And then of course also start doing the investments in the next couple of months, if all goes well. And we're never sure if it will, but we're here and we're pushing hard and we're betting our bottom dollar on it, like literally betting our bottom dollar on it. So yeah, join us at this journey. Gonna love it. Ciao.